So the very first thing is making sure that your child is evaluated by an eye care professional. There is a myth that a child cannot have their first eye exam until they learn to read, and that is truly, truly a myth. Ideally, the very first eye exam should happen at 6 months of age. And the reason for that, again, is because we said the child's body is not fully grown, neither is the brain, and vision is the way that the brain will guide the development of the child. But vision is what gives the brain the information for the brain to develop. And that's why we say at 6 months, vision should be evaluated, because the way that if things happen in the right order and the right sequence is that as soon as your child is born, the visual system is the very first thing that gets in line during those first 6 months, so that at the 6 month age, the child's vision is about 90% where it needs to be function-wise, so that it can start to send that right piece of information into the brain, because now the brain will start to develop during those first 5 years. 90% of your child's brain development happens during those first 5 years, and 90% of that information comes through the eyes and the vision pathway. So you want to make sure that this visual system is in line and going in the right way to feed into the brain, so that it positively impacts the overall development of the child. And I know that vision screenings, what I see very often in my clinics is when I ask parents have they had their eyes examined before, and they go, yeah, they did a vision screening in school. And I know that vision screenings are very well intended. There's a good purpose behind them. But clinically, I see the other side of the coin, and it's exactly that scenario. Just like you take your child to the pediatrician at these wellness visits to make sure their development is happening in the right time, in the right sequence, and in the right manner, we need to do the same thing for the eyes. So what I see with vision screenings, number one, is they're not really looking at all the full functional things that need to be looked at. Number two, it misses that educational piece where you need to tell the parent and say, hey, everything looks good today, but because your child is changing, it doesn't mean it will be in the same place 6 months or 12 months from now, and therefore you need to go have them evaluated. And so it misses that piece. And so just like how we do it for their overall growth and development, we need to do it for the visual system, because the visual system is such an integral part of growth and development and academic success, that we need to make sure that vision, it stays that way, that it is good today, it stays that way 6 months from now, and it stays that way 12 months from now, and throughout all of your child's academic time period.